be inside your home, and the second surge has come up, and during this winter there is a possibility that number of cases will little bit go up. So study only, remain confined in a home, don't go outside as minimum as possible. You have to take your care, nobody else. Only for the minimum cases, cover your eyes, nose, and mouth, and go and get the minimum food item and come inside home. Don't move out. Second surge is spreading. It has been very high now in Delhi, in Rajasthan, in Gujarat, and Maharashtra also. Government is not giving the exact figure, so don't trust the figure of the government, but it has been very high now. So you have to be very careful, and particularly the steam inhaling you have to do every day thrice: morning, daytime, night time. One first, sometimes within through your mouth, then through your nose. That steam. Take it inside your nose. Uh, Exhale the air from through your mouth, then inhale through your mouth, exhale. So do it regularly, morning, daytime, evening. That's very much helpful. So you have to protect yourself. The second surge has come up. Number of cases in Delhi has gone up. So please be careful. And since Delhi is little bit colder area, the problem has started faster, but the people didn't follow the rules. That's the reason. And during this Diwali time and during that time, the stubble burning near Delhi Haryana border. So all these people don't follow any rule. So the problem has gone up in Delhi, but the problem again come to your area. There is a possibility because in winter last year it had started in the month of December. This year again the month of December is approaching, so you have to be very careful. December it started in Wuhan, China, and in India it started I think towards last week of February. It started. So during winter it spreads. So please mind your children, take care, don't move out, take adequate care, use face shield, fake mask, as much protection as you can take. It is for your benefit. Don't allow your any persons in your home to go outside. Don't join any marriage function or any function. Don't join any marriage function. No function, just be blunt. No, 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 tell. Because there is always a possibility of spread and you do not know how it spreads. Don't attend any social function. Be highly, highly on social. Don't meet anybody. Don't talk with any outsider, any unknown person. As much as care you can take. As a senior person, I give advice. All the whole college people know me that I only give advice because I don't want anybody to land in trouble. Okay, we'll start. Devo, start.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Devo, start.
Last class we are talking about the domain specific software engineering. Here we have a problem space and we have multiple solution space, and we are just in domain specific software engineering we are just making it to a particular or specific space, that is your domain space. Okay. Just a minute, I am uploading. Okay, now it is visible. Specific state or phase. So also we are reading about the relationship in between the product line architecture with the domain specific software architecture. how they are correlated with each other and their relationships. And also in the product line architecture, we will see how we are adding the features to the new versions and we are getting some new advantages or new benefits we are and to fulfill our requirements. So here you can check a light version, a demo version and a pro version. Here we are adding some new features to our requirement and we will just compare it in the next slide. In the Lunar Lander, we have the data store, game logic and the text-based UI are the three various components and we are adding the new features to the next version and we will compare it. Just check how the connectors are connecting with the different components of the Lunar Lander in light mode, demo mode and the pro version. Here in the component based, you can check. In the light mode, we have the data store feature, the data store connector, the game logic connector, the text based UI and the user interface plugin connectors. And as additional, in your demo version, we have the system clock connectors and the demo reminder are the new features we are adding. And in the pro version, we are only the important requirements we have added here, like the data store connector, game logic and game logic connector, and user plugin connector with graphical user interface. It is not required the text-based user interface in the pro version. So it helps us to decide whether we creating a product line is viable or feasible. Now, with group components into the features. With group components, we will compare the components and connectors with other features like core elements, text user interface, graphical user interface, and the time limitation with it. So here in the core element, it is present in your data store connector, game logic connector, and user interface connector. And in graphical user interface, sorry, in the text user interface, we have the text-based UI, and in the graphical user interface, we have the graphical user UI. And in time limited, we have the system clock connector, and the demo reminder. So the features we are adding to the group components. It is not a mechanical process, and the attempt is made to identify the orthogonal features or features that would be beneficial in different products. What are the extra benefits we are getting with the core elements, with the text user interface or the graphical user interface and the time limited. Now, reconstitute the products from its features with compared to the Lunar Lander Lite, Lunar Lander Demo and the Lunar Lander Pro. If we will consider the Lunar Lander Lite, we have the core element and the text user interface. And in your Lunar Lander Demo, we have the core elements, graphical user interface and time limited. And in your Lunar Lander Pro, we have core elements and graphical user interface. So here we are using the technical and business knowledge to identify which combination from the feasible or marketable products that will be constructed. Which combination is more feasible that we have to consider. We are combining here, but which combination is a good? Okay. Now, the modeling product line architectures. Previously, it was the product line. Now, the modeling of the product line architectures. With two exceptions, Koala and Extensible Architectural Description Language version 2 or 2.0. Here, the architecture models need to be diversified. here we are diversifying. We are providing some diversity with some variation points. Talking about the variation point, where we can find another new product. It will bring us the idea or knowledge to get the next next product and features. Not all ADLs have good support for this. And what are the exceptions? Here, Koala and XADL 2.0. These ADLs have explicit support for capturing the variation points. Okay. Now, here in the Lunar, again by considering the Lunar Lander, we have the data store, game logic, and we have to consider the text-based user UI or user interface or graphical user interface. The text-based user interface with their types and the text is true or false, we have to consider. And in the graphical user interface, it will also check the types or no types. Then optional thing is it will check the graphical user interface as true or false. Again, we have a system clock and demo reminder. The system clock also have the same component and edge type and optional edge card. And the demo reminder is also have the same component edge type and optional edge guard. Now, here we are with the product line selection in the process to extracting a single product architecture. We are here to decide a single product architecture. From the previous figure, which what we discussed, there was two variety of the user interface. One was the text-based, another one is your graphical user interface. So in the product line selection, we have to choose a single product architecture from an architectural model that contains the explicit point of variation. Where is the explicit point of variation? So here in the right side figure, you can check here it is considered the graphical user interface. Then we have a system clock for the time limited and the demo reminder. The ADLs such as Koala and XADL 2.0 can do the selection automatically with tools. So these two exceptions can be added automatically with the tools only. That is your by technological tools, technical by using some techniques. Now the product lines for evolution. The products in the product line don't have to exclusively capture the alternative. They can also capture variation over time. Okay, so here we are discussing about the 2D graphical user interface in the left side figure, and here it is capturing the new alternatives according to the variation over time. It is using the 3D graphical user interface as well as a 3D rendering engine. So it is evolution of the product line. The same thing, it is here again we have described the evolution of the product lines with the from 2D to 3D. Okay, previously it was 2D graphical user interface, and with evolution it is added with the 3D rendering engine and the 3D graphical user interface. Now the products with what if analysis. What will happen if the condition is this? In addition to alternative products and different versions of the same product, we are adding some alternative products and some different version of a particular product or individual product. the product lines can capture the different potential products. The selection can be used to quickly generate the product architectures for the potential products. These can be checked for certain properties or subjected to more rigorous analysis for feasibility or any quality. It can also be used to generate the new product ideas. So it will provide some conditions how to capture different potential products and to generate the product architecture for the potential products. And this can be checked with some different properties to know or to get the idea about the analysis for the feasibility or any quality. That is the important thing. To find the feasibility, what is the feasibility for it, and what should be the quality of any product. Okay. Then implementation issues. It is important to partition the implementation issues along variation point boundaries. We have to consider which one is your bad one, which one is the good one. Here, the issues with the product, some common products are A and B, and the good one you can check here are they are individual. The files are isolated from the common one. Other product features are matching, but their files are not common. That is a, we can say this is not a good one or it is a bad one. Now it is with the versions. Keeping evolution architectures and version control source repositories like your RCS, CVS, and subversion in a synchronization. RCS is your revision control system and CVS is your concurrent version system. Revision control system and concurrent version system or any subversion. So keeping evolution architectures and version control source repositories, we have with the text-based user interface and the graphical user interface, and their evolution, how their evolutions are taking place. As a version in a software engineering with configuration management system, previously it was 1.0. Then with your evolution, it is 2.0. Then with a graphical fork, it is 2.1, 2.2. And in the text version, it is 3.0, 4.0. So it is here the versions updated according to the evolution of any source of products. Then unifying the products with a different heritage. Often, the idea to create a product line emerges after several products have been implemented and commonality is noticed. Okay, here the main objective to create a product by using your knowledge or idea, and that will emerge after several products have been implemented. You can get a very good notion or idea once the various products or several products been implemented, and after comparing or after noticing the commonalities between the products. And these strategies include no product line. It may be more expensive to create a product line, or there may not be enough commonality. So if there will be no product line, it is again a disadvantage because it will create more expense for the product development. Also, it is difficult to have the all commonalities, and our master product architecture becomes the basis of the product line. Then hybrid one. One is your no product line, then the master product, then the hybrid one. It is a new product line architecture that emerges out of many products. It seems ideal, but can be hard in practice. Now, the architectural styles DSSS, domain specific software architectures and product lines, and their relations. That is the important thing. The relationship in between these three. First one here, architectural style. It can be a general or a domain specific. General means it is a traditional one, previously we are discussing. Then provides general guidelines for the diverse kinds of application, and it focus on utility development. Okay. On utility development. There is some utility developments. Then domain specific software architecture. The next one, it is again a domain specific. The architecture style was either a general one or domain specific, but DSS is always a domain specific. It includes the elaborate domain model and specific reference architecture. Okay, any elaborate model or any reference architecture. Then the product lines. It is an explicit set of related products with some common aspects. Okay, so these are the styles and the domain specific software architecture, reference architecture or product line, how they are increasing with style, then DSS and the product lines. So in the product lines, we have a set of products that have some common relations or common characteristics or properties. Then the family of styles who are common to the both family. Here two families. In these two families, what are the components common and what are independent? See here in the family of the style, the left side you can say it is your data moves in a chunk. The components execute at a time. But another one, the right side, it has the data moves in character strings. A sequence of characters will move in another step. And also the components execute in a parallel mode. But in the left side family, in the two cycle, the left circle, the components execute in a one time at a time. And the data also moves in a chunk, a bulk amount of data will be moved. And what are the common things in between the two families of styles? The components have one input and one output only. So this is the common to both. The linear ordering of the components, the linearly they will be ordered, and the data moves in one directional, that is your unidirectional movement of data. Okay. Then your COAL. Already we have discussed in your architectural description language. It is an ADL and tool set for developing the product lines of consumer electronics. Sir has given the example with the Philips television from 1960, like that. I think 1960, and from 1960 to today. A successor to Darwin, it is successor to Darwin in terms of the structural model. One of the first ADLs to capture points of variation explicitly. So it is one of the first ADLs out of the several architectural descriptions. COAL helps to capture the points of variation explicitly to find the point of variation. It has tight bindings to implementations. Architecture descriptions can be compiled into application skeletons. Now, the lunar lander in Koala. So still now there is no product line features with lunar lander in Koala. It notes the similar to Darwin and the extensible ADL 2.0. Just a minute, 1 second.
Just I am entering. Okay. Go to the slide number 23. I am entering. Go to the slide number 23. Can you go back? Some ILITY, ILITY. I didn't interfere when I was teaching. What is that ILITY? He told some utility. It's not utility. Do you go back to the slide number 23? Hello? Did you go back? Are you able to go back? Are you able to go back? Rishabh, Soni.
No, sir, we don't have control, sir.
In your system, you are having this slide. Na? Why are you dependent on him?
Yes.
आप दूसरे
Yes,
आप
sir.
दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड क्यों करोगे? अपना सिस्टम में खोलो.
Yes, sir. I will share, sir.
तुमने शेयर करो. माने व्हाट इज दैट 23 ना 21 में किसमें इलिटी एक था ना? किसमें था? ILITY.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where is that ILITY? Debo, go back.
I am just going to that slide.
Yeah, going to that slide. Go. Ility is just a short form of the different non-functional properties associated with software engineering. What are they? Scalability, ILITY, adaptability, the non-functional property, the 6 non-functional property, dependability, reliability, ILITY, ility, testability. Okay, so these are the 5 non-functional characteristics which end with ILITY. That was in slide number 21 or 23 or something like that. Deba?
Sir, this is
slide number 21, 22, something. Ility requirement.
Sir, this one, like 24, sir. Slide
24. I was telling 23. Okay. 24. So in 24, there is a ility. ILITY. That style DSSA product line. Style in the left hand side. Then as you move from style, you reach a domain specific software application, DSSA in a domain. Then you move towards, with the help of a reference architecture, you build up the domain specific software application with the help of a reference architecture. First you build up a reference, then you slowly you try to refine them. Then you move towards a product line. So in architectural style, you need to, in the left hand side, the style is there in the left hand side in slide number 25. There's the ility development. Ility corresponds to the 5 different non-functional properties of software engineering. What are they? Scalability, dependability, ILITY, reliability, testability, portability. So in short, it tells ILITY, ility development. That means you need to give emphasis on different characters, different performance parameters which end with ility. Okay, could you understand? So in short, it is only associated with software engineering. This ility, in short, there is a hyphen, then ility. Dependability, scalability, testability, reliability. So these are all ILITY, the characters of non-functional properties associated with our software engineering in designing the style of the proposed architecture. Okay, so I didn't interfere. I thought that let me tell later on. Okay, Deba, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in the Lunar Lander in Koala ADL. So no product line features yet in the Koala. lunar lander in Koala, and it is not it is similar to your Darwin and XADL 2.0. It is the version of XADL. The XADL 2.0 archipelagos visualization is derived from Koala. So it's the total layout view, all the visualizations is derived from the Koala part. Here the interface is your the interface data store or IE data store. The void set altitude, then the integer value is the get altitude, and set burn rate and get burn rate are the two things we have to derive. And in your user interface, it will request for the to the game logic idata store for the computation of the data and which is stored in the memory of the data store. So it will again return back to the game logic, and game logic will return back to the user interface. So main application will be executed or implemented in the game logic. Okay, with the by for deriving the altitude. Then lunar lander product line. Just a minute. The lunar lander product line in Koala. Okay, see the interface here. Already this figure we have already discussed earlier. The user interface, the game logic, and their requirements with the in-memory data store and a relational data store. So there is an interface. Okay, so that interface will provide the altitude to the game logic, and game logic will give the user interface. And this interface is a diversity of interface. Okay, we'll continue. The switch construct root calls one of the two potential data store. That is a switch construct like the interface. That will call to one of two potential data stores. What are the two potential data stores? In-memory data store and the relational data stores. The diversity interface lets game logic component select the callee from the external configure component. Here, the game logic component will select the callee. Okay. As the in-memory data store or the relational data store. The same ID data store interface ensures call compatibility. With the same ID data store that will ensures the call compatibility. Okay. So it will call to the callee. It is a caller correlation type is there through the switch construct. Okay. Then a software defined radios or SDR. It is in short. It is also told as SDR, software defined radio. Now, there is a software defined radio board. Board means just like your circuit board or any IC integrated circuits. Also in the outer part there is a antenna. The input devices and output devices are connected through the device driver, on that is your device driver component, and with the waveform components, that is a general purpose processor, and it will process the FPGA signal processing. It is in your electronics department. It is like field programmable gate array. A signal processing is used. Then it will request to digital to analog converter. Then analog to digital converter will provide the data. Digital to analog converter and analog to digital request and response will be given through the circuit. The variation point in the radio configuration, board configuration, and the software configuration. So these are the variation points. Three variation points. One is your radio configuration, board configuration, and software configurations. Then the software defined radio SDR in your XADL 2.0. 2 node SCARI SDR with just device driver loaded. Okay. So here in SDR, the node 1 device manager, node 1 executable device, node 1 audio device, and the domain manager all will be connected to the components through the connectors. Okay. And in the node 2 device manager, and in the node 2 executable device and node 2 audio device, these are the next versions of your XADL 2.0. Okay, here the two node SCRI SDR with just device driver loaded. Here the device driver is loaded in your figure. Yeah, diagram, yeah, board architecture. Here the same audio radio with one waveform deployed. Figures are not figures are not larger, not visible right now.
Sorry.
So here the radio, same radio is there with your node 1 and the right side is your node 2. Okay, version 1 in your version 2.0 version. Okay, they will be just with given some control node 1 and control node 2. Their inputs are given. And here they are using only one waveform that is deployed in your XADL 2.0. Now, this software defined radios SDR in XADL, by applying the product line technique to SDRs, it can manage different configurations of the radio. Okay, it can manage different configurations. Deploying components on alternative hosts, deployment with no waveforms, one waveforms. The last one is your one waveform, different combination of all waveforms. It can show the radio in different states as radio startup or transitions from one waveform to another. So here the main point of variation is your configuration. And this configuration is your radio configuration, board configuration, and software configuration. Okay. So
the variation points.
These are the variation points from which we can move from one to another.
From one version to another version.
Another version.
So that's how they develop the product line.
Product lines.
Product line. They change the line of various products.
Various products.
They change in the line. They identify the variation point and do the changes in that variation point and develop new products. So it's a deviation from DSSA, how we are identifying the variation point and changing various products. Okay. So this is chapter 24.
24, sir. Next we will continue with the 25, adaptation.
Okay, adapt. How we will adapt new architecture.
Adapting some new
architecture. When any requirement comes up from the older one, how we will move towards a new one. Adapt. Okay. Change. Adaptation means any sort of change.
Changeability.
Adaptability. How we are going to adapt. Okay.
So here the adaptation is the change in endemic to software. Any issues or anything in your software or any features you are adding to it, how will go for any adaptation or change according to your requirement. Your requirement is changing. So for a new product, how it will be adapted. And perceived and actually malleability of software that induces the stakeholders to initiate some changes. The objective to initiate change after the software induces the stakeholder. The users want the new features. Always, this is the user demand. Always, they need some new versions, new features for their requirements of convenience, for the convenience of their needs, according to their needs. The designer wants to improve the performance, and the application environment is changing. So they are initiating the changes. And the adaptation is the modification of the software system, changing of a software system to satisfy the new requirements and the changing circumstances. How we are adapting to the new software system to fulfill our requirement in a changing environment. The goals here is to characterize the adaptation, showing what changes, why it is changing, and who the players are in the background of the changes. It characterizes the central role software architecture plays in system adaptation. Present techniques for effectively supporting the adaptation, it is based on architecture-centric perspective. The present technique, and for some effective supporting adaptation, for effective changes with the present technique, it is based on the architecture-centric perspective. How the architecture is playing some central roles in the future. Sources and motivation for your changes. Corrective changes. Corrective changes means if any error or bug is occurring, how to fix it in a real-time system, how it will be more fault tolerable. So we are fixing the bugs if any error is occurring. Modification to the functional requirements. New features are needed. These are the requirement of the users. So we are adding the new features. So now it is a continuous phenomenon. To adding
What is that? Just what are the functional requirements? Do you remember? I had told DC. What is that? Jitendra Gora. What is that? DC. Jitendra.
Forbes and DCTs was told to them.
Yeah. Jitendra Gora.
Yes, sir.
DC मैंने बोला था. हाँ. क्या था?
Yes, sir. There are 4 parameters: demand, constraints or completion, and second D stands for deadlines, and C stands for cost. So these 4 parameters.
Competitor.
Yeah, competitor.
Competitor. Second है cost. Second है cost. Yeah, constraints. Varieties of constraints. Cost is a major constraint. डेडलाइन. मान लो कि तुम एप्पल की एक दुकान दोगे बैंगलोर में, एप्पल की, तो बाजू में कौन सी कंपटीटर सब है, ये कंपटीटर, कितना मटेरियल तुम रखोगे, एप्पल की फोन, आईपैड, ये लैपटॉप, डेस्कटॉप, मैक की क्या क्या चीज की डिमांड है और कब तक, डेडलाइन कब तक रखूं ताकि यू कैन मीट द डिमांड ऑफ दैट लोकेलिटी. DC ये है फंक्शनल रिक्वायरमेंट्स और फॉर्मल रिक्वायरमेंट्स. देन नॉन फंक्शनल है क्वालिटी, उधर क्वालिटी तक चला जाएगा. क्या जनरल तुम्हारा, मैं क्या बोला था मैंने, FURPS, HP कंप्यूटर वालों ने यही रखे थे, FURPS. F में फंक्शनैलिटी, U में यूजेबिलिटी. जो तुम्हारा एप्पल फोन रखोगे वो उसका फंक्शनैलिटी क्या बेहतर है एंड्रॉइड से, कैसे वो यूजेबल है, इतना हाईफाई नहीं ना, यूजेबल है. FUR रिलायबल कितना हद तक है. FURPS परफॉर्मेबिलिटी, कैसे परफॉर्म तुम्हारा उसमें पाइथन के प्रोग्राम हो पाएगी कि नहीं, परफॉर्मेबिलिटी कैसा परफॉर्म करती है। देन एस सर्विसेबिलिटी या सपोर्टेबिलिटी। सर्विसेबिलिटी कुछ खराब हुआ तो ठीक हो पाएगी नहीं सर्विसिंग। कुछ एनहांस वर्जन सब आती है, एनहांस वर्जन कैन यू पुट इन दैट एनीथिंग। सो दीज आर दी क्वालिटी पैरामीटर। उसको और एक चैप्टर में तुम लोग को पढ़ाई हुआ एनएफपी में थोड़ा सा उसमें कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी डिपेंडेबिलिटी सब थोड़ी सी चेंज हुआ, लेकिन वही एफयू आरपीएस हमेशा याद रखना। दैट इज द 5 टर्म्स 5 पैरामीटर्स आइडेंटिफाइड बाय एचपी कंप्यूटर्स। नेट में देख लो, ठीक है। दे आर कॉल्ड एज द क्वालिटी पैरामीटर, दे आर द नॉन फंक्शनल। और जो डीसी में बोला those are the functional parameters. Okay. Chalo, Deva go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Here, the source and motivation for the adaptation or change. For corrective change, we are fixing the box. If you need any correction, so we need to fix the bug. The modification to the functional requirements, what we need, the new features are needed. Existing one modified, perhaps some must be removed. So if there is any changes, this type of changes, so we will go for the adaptation. New or changed non-functional system properties. It is the anticipation of the future change request. If there is any changed, new or changed non-functional system property, it is anticipating some future change request. Changed the operating environment and observation and analysis. So these are some sources and motivation we are approaching towards the change. The changes arising from the product lines. Creating a new variety. Change at the branch point, and example, adding an integrated TV DVD side to a TV product line. We have the TV and we are adding the DVD feature or any CD feature to your product line. So it is a changing at the product. Creating of a new branch point, changing the branch point. So means we are adding a new device to the existing product line and creating a new branch point. That is to do some new in the product. Then merging product sublines or lines. Okay, in your product line, we are merging some features. It is just rationalizing their architectures. Then motivation for online dynamic change. For any online dynamic change means it is with your real-time application. For non-stop applications, those who are continuously running. Some applications, those who are continuously running. So for this, we need some dynamic changes. The software cannot be stopped because the applications cannot be stopped. Since their application is in a continuous way, non-stop way, so the software must not also be stopped. So it is in a 24/7 system. So for this, we need the dynamic changes. Dynamically, we have to change in a real-time system. Maintaining user or application state. Stopping the software would cause the user to lose the context. Stopping the user would cause the user to lose the context. Saving or recreating the software's application state would be difficult and costly. Then also reinstallation is also difficult. So applications with complex installation properties, that is in a software in an automobile. So here the application installation is a complex thing. So it means it is difficult to go for the reinstallation. So we go for a change. We need a change for it. Steward branch as sharing layer of change. Sharing means your level by level. The changes are in your level by level changes. how to build land, what happens after they are built, and examining and how and why buildings change over time in their constructions. So we have to check the layer by layer. We are changing the layers. The categorization of type of changes according to the nature and cost of making a change. So we categorize these changes. We categorize the layer of changes according to the nature of building or how it is constructed and the cost of making a change. We need focus on two things: the nature of construction and what much cost it requires. So it is a shearing layer. Okay. Shearing means we are just giving some shape to our building, and there will be some layers by layers. First, the larger area, the larger layer. This is your site. Then your construction is your skin, the outer layer. Then another layer is your structure in your building. Then another, the wall, inside of the wall, that is providing some services, the wall of the wall. Then the space plan. What is the plan in the interior space for your plan? Then the stops, what there inside it. So these are some shearing layers in a building. Layer by layer, we are just placing all our elements for it: the site, the skin of it, their structure, their services, then their space plan, and at the end we have the stops, the materials we are using for it. So the first one, their site. It is a geographical setting, the urban location or in the legality defined lot. So it is a particular location or plot. Its boundaries and context outlast generations of ephemeral building. So its boundaries and context outlast the generation of the ephemeral buildings of a larger building or any construction of any building. Then structure. This is the foundation and load bearing of the elements. This is the foundation part, the lower foundation part. That is perilous and expensive to change, so people don't. So perilous means some risk factor is there, and expensive also to change, so people don't do. Once the structure is constructed, so people not go for change the structure. Then the skin is your exterior surface that is changed every 20 years. We are just going for any changes of plastering or giving the colors to your requirement, and in your software to keep it with your technology and to repair it. That is the outer skin. That is your exterior surface. Then services. Working gods of a building. What workings they are in your building? The communications, wiring, electrical wiring, plumbing, sprinkler system, showering system, whatever. These services are, we are fixing with the services. Then the space plan. It is your interior part or interior layer, where the walls color, their ceilings design, the floors materials, and the door design, everything. The space plan. Then the last is your stop. Stop means your other components, what you are keeping inside the interior part of your building. That is chair, desk, phone, pictures, kitchen, appliance, lamp, hair, etc. And the things that switch around daily to monthly. And these things are switched daily to monthly. You are changing the stuffs, chairs this side, that side. So these are the changes. Okay. Here again it is a challenge to shear or not to shear. You will discuss about it. If we go for any shear, means any layer change, or not go for any change for the requirement. For any company, sir will explain a lot with this by giving you a story, saying you a story. So these 6 layers, how we can relate to our software architecture from the construction of a house. Changing component interiors. A component's performance may be improved by the changing to the algorithm that is used internally. So a component, it is the internal elements or internal compositions, and they provide some performances, and that performance may be improved by some changes to the algorithm, and it is usually internally, that is internal to your component. The capabilities that facilitate the component adaptation, knowledge of component adaptation with the knowledge of self and exposure of this knowledge to external entities, knowledge of the component's role in the larger architecture, proactive engagement of other elements of a system in order to adapt. So here, for the component adaptation, these ideas we should have. What ideas? Now, the knowledge of self and exposure of the knowledge for the external entity, and the knowledge of the component's role in the larger vast architecture, if a very bigger architecture. Then the proactive engagement of other elements of a system in order to adapt it. Then change of component interface. In many cases, the adaptation to meet modified functional properties, it entails changing a component's interface. And adapters or wrappers are a popular technique to mitigate the ripple effect. If any fluctuation effect is there, then it will just mitigate it, just remove it or eradicate it. But the subsequent change to previously unmodified methods, it becomes more complex. Okay, so the subsequent for the previous unmodified methods are difficult to change. So if you are changing, it will be more complex. Then the connector change. Change means we need some adaptation. We need our advanced requirements by improving the features. For that, we go for any change and we have to adapt it. Typically, changes to connectors are motivated by the desire to alter non-functional properties. We have to change the non-functional properties, such as the distribution of components, fault tolerance, efficiency, modifiability, etc. It increases the independency of sub-architectures in the face of potential failures. Also improve the performances. The more powerful the connector, the easier architectural change. If your connector will be more powerful, then it will be more convenient and easier for changing the architecture. Example, the connector supporting the event-based communication, and what is in the downside means in your inside. Inside the connector from the server client to server. If you are in the top level layer and you are going to the bottom layer, so what is the downside? So it will support it. Then change in the configuration. First one, change in the components with interiors and interface components, then your connector, then change in connector, then change in configuration. The changes to the configuration of components and connectors, it represents the fundamental change to a system architecture. If you are going for any configuration change means you are representing the changes of the components and connectors with their fundamental changes to a system's architecture. Effectively, it supports such a modification require working from an explicit model to the architecture. Many dependencies between the components will exist, and the architectural model is the basis for managing and preserving such relationships. Then change agents and context. The change agents, it is the identity changing and the location changing. The process that carry out adaptation may be performed by human, any automated agent, or a combination of both human and automated agents. If an adaptation agent is a part of your deployed application from the outset, the potential is present for an effective adaptation process. Okay, so if it is in any part of the potential presence, it will be a effective adaptation process. Agent may have access to contextual information. Example, the periodically a user of a desktop operating system is notified when an operating system or application update is available. Okay. Next we'll go to the slide. Okay. Next slide. We change agent and context there with their knowledge. Changes of the agents according to their knowledge. The agent might need the knowledge to mitigate the adaptation risk, and the agent has to know the constraint that must be retained in the modified system. The agent needs the knowledge to mitigate the adaptation risk. If there are any risk with the adaptation, then the agent will help to mitigate. It should have that knowledge. The agent has to know the constraint, what are the constraints, and that must be retained in the modified system. If the system's architectural design decisions have been violated, then the architectural recovery will be required. Then degree of freedom. Freedom that the engineer has in designing the changes. The great freedom with larger solution space. By learning the constraints of the system, the coherence of the architecture can be retained. By learning the constraint of the system, the coherence of the architecture, the similarity of the architecture can be retained. Then the time of change with the two lines with here the requirement, architecture, implementation, deployed in constant operations, and the difficulty and amount of mechanism required. So it's the time of change. In what is the requirement in the architecture, in the implementation, in the deployment, and in the constant of operations. And another, the architecture centric adaptation. It is another part. So we'll cover remaining 10 slides in the next class. Hello, am I audible? So these are the adaptation of the changes. The changes with here components, the changes with here connectors, the changes with here configurations, the changes with the agents and the contents with the time. And we'll go for the architectural centric adaptation. We'll complete in the next class. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir is there or no? He's there. Hello. Sir, your voice is not audible. You are muted. Sir, mute is network switch. Okay, please wait. Sir is in a call. Okay. Tomorrow you have lab, na? There is lab or not tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have lab.
There is lab, na? So Thursday we will complete these 10 slides, remaining 10, 11 slides in this chapter, and your last one before the 27th slide, 27th PPT, the standard. We will complete the standard of various standards of architecture. And in your sir will complete the 27th PPT. This is a very important and interesting one. People, role and terms. People, role and model. If it is so, we'll continue with this. Okay. See the next one, the architecture centric adaptation. In the absence of the explicit architecture, the engineer is left to reason about adaptation. In the hey, so from memory and from source code, the adaptation is from memory and source code. The architecture can serve as the primary focus of reasoning about the potential adaptations. And the potential architect, the descriptive architecture is the main reference point of your potential adaptation. And the next, your conceptual architecture for adaptation. Here.
Next class we'll do it. Okay. Debo?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
We'll put it next class.
Yes, sir. We'll continue from the architecture centric adaptation, slide 20.
Slide 20 will change from the next class. Okay. Yes, so how many slides are there in this? 30?
In this, sir, we have a remaining 12.
12. Okay. Okay. We'll do that.
And in the next class, we will cover these remaining slides as well as the standard of architecture.
The next class, get ready. Debo, you are free on Thursday?
Yes, sir. Thursday, sir, we are taking sir class. We are taking class on Thursday.
Debo?
Yes, sir.
Debo? Debo, we'll take class.
I am online, sir.
You are online, huh? So we'll have the on Thursday. We'll have the class, right?
We have the class, and we will finish the remaining slides of this PPT as well as the 26th PPT, of which we have the standards of software architecture. And the last chapter is the people, role, and the model that will.
Right. Okay, let us take the class on Thursday. Then that day I will tell. And on 27th I will teach. Myself will be teaching the chapter 27, the last chapter, on Saturday. That is on November. On Saturday or Friday? Are you free on Friday afternoon? Hello, boys.
No, sir. No, sir. We have classes, sir.
You have classes up to what time? 5:15?
Sir, actually, sir, in the previous class of DSA, sir told us to, sir asked us for about free slots. And some of the people told like they are free from 2 p.m. onwards.
Okay.
Sir, you can take class, but at 4:15 we have already we have class of SPM, Software Project Management, Durga sir.
Durga sir. Okay. The thing is that my portion, what I intend to cover is a very practical approach, very practical approach, and very management related approach. And I will add a lot. So I need two classes. That is 27 is people, role, and team. So I need around 3 hours, 4 hours, something, because once I start talking, it doesn't end. So I need at least 2 days. So, okay, so this will be the last class. So I'll be taking on Saturday. Okay, Saturday we'll start at 4:15 and we'll continue up to 6:15 with a break in between. Okay, on Saturday. Then we'll see. We'll see on 30th then. 30th Monday. Okay. Okay. Well, very interesting, and whatever I will. I usually ask question from that, so you boys make note from that. It is the chapter is on people, how people should be careful to identify the requirements. What should be the requirements and how they need to be careful. It's a totally basic principles of management. I'll be teaching basic principles of management. Human. You might have read something from that. So let us finish the chapter 26 on 26. Then my chapter will start on 28th. That's all I want to say. Anyway, so tomorrow we have a lab. So tomorrow we will be meeting at 9 o'clock, and tomorrow we'll be having another tool called as PetriNet tool. You had read it. Somebody was telling that they have read it in the operating system to avoid deadlock. Is it like that? You have read? Have you heard PetriNet? Have you heard? In some colleges they have read PetriNet. Earlier some students had read. Have you read, anybody?
Sir, in advanced software engineering, we have taught that.
You have read it in this semester here?
Yes,
here.
sir, in this semester, here only.
Oh, who taught? Durga sir?
Yudhishthir, sir. Yudhishthir.
Oh, he has taught PetriNet. Oh, great. So you are little bit aware of it. Fine.
Yes,
so,
sir. Yes.
A little bit aware. It's a extension of the same state transition diagram. Okay, it's an extension of state transition diagram, STD, or finite state machine, at the extension of that. And here a concept called a token concept comes here. Token. A lot of boys have worked a lot under me. I am the first person. I started the concept of PetriNet application here in our college way back in 1997. Anyway, so Yudhishthir has taught it good. So you are aware of it. So one tool we will be using, please check it in the home, color PetriNet tool. Has Ingole sent the link to you? No, or he has sent?
Yes, sir. He sent.
He has sent the link.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Fine. So please go through that and see how it works. He will guide you and try yourself how that dining philosopher problem, whatever you did in LTSA, how you can do it using color PetriNet tool. Okay, just read something so that whatever you will be doing that bank software validation, and then this dining philosopher problem using color PetriNet. Okay, you will be doing in the lab tomorrow. So read a bit. It will help you to proceed faster tomorrow. Okay. That's one. Another thing I wanted to tell, Ingole Bhaiya was telling that he has received only the solutions for the dining philosopher problem from two boys named as Rishabh and Somu. How lucky or unlucky we are. We are told to submit by Monday,
me,
na?
sir. No, sir. For next lab class, you have told, I think.
Okay, you do it. Because next lab class we'll be doing Petinet. So do tonight. Send. Do using LTSA. But you see your friend Somu and Rishabh, they have already sent. He told me. So do it. Why you keep some assignment? The procrastination is मैं कल सुबह कर लूंगा. कल सुबह आती नहीं, वो चीज होती नहीं. कर लो. जो कल की काम आज करना है, आज के काम अब करना है. Do it today. So we'll have 2 more lab classes. One lab class tomorrow, that is on 25th. Another lab class on 2nd, on 9th. We will have some quiz or something we'll try to do. And after you come back here, we don't know when you are coming back because the problem has been now in the increasing trend. We don't know. So we'll see. But when you come back, we'll have a lab test for 6 hours. So that will be a test. Whatever you have learned using UML, using all these architectural ADLs, then we'll have a test, physical test, which the Ingole Bhaiya and Debo Bhaiya will be taking. And we'll have some evaluation based on the test. But we don't know when that day will come. Because we have not yet called Debo Bhaiya. We are just calling Debo Bhaiya to campus in the next week. And we have not yet called Ingole Bhaiya because I am a little bit scared in the meantime because the problem is moving upwards. So I am scared. I am not calling Ingole Bhaiya till, I don't know whether I can be able to call him by 15th of December. Then I will plan to call you. So I don't know when I will be able to call you. We'll see, but don't neglect. Make note, read yourself at home. Don't ignore this requirement. Okay?
Sir, at worst, what we can think about? At worst, what we can think about means for coming to campus.
We don't know because you see the problem in Delhi, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Bombay. These 4 states are in a very difficult states. So calling boys from those areas will again here the strength is 5,000. So calling boys from those areas will spread the problem in a very faster pace. So you don't know. You don't know. A few minutes back, I was little bit, Debo Bhaiya was calling me, there was a family get together of some of my known acquaintance, कुछ marriage की कुछ जो engagement होती है, Sunday को function थी, जिसमें जो लड़का की मदर बैंक में सर्विस करते हैं, बैंक में स्प्रेड हो गया, तो लड़का की मदर को इन्फेक्शन आ गई, जिसकी शादी होने को था, इस तरह का कोई बता रहे थे. तो होल फैमिली, दैट मीन्स देयर 3 brothers समथिंग, उनका फैमिली अराउंड 20-25% have been infected because one person got infected from the very difficult situation in their house. And लड़का जिसकी शादी होने वाला है, उसका जो आंटी है, चाची, उनका तबीयत बहुत खराब है. मैंने आई प्रॉब्लम बैंक से, और एक मंदिर में उन लोग क्या पूजा कर रहे थे, कुछ रिंग सेरेमनी हुई संडे को, एंड आज उनकी जो लड़का की चाची की तबीयत बहुत खराब है। मेरी ये जस्ट केस स्टडी मैंने बताया कि यू नेवर नो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम विल कम अप, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम विल कम अप, नेवर नो। ये भुवनेश्वर की बात है, ये संडे की बात है। तो वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू प्रेडिक्ट कैसे कैसे ये स्प्रेड कर जाती है, इसीलिए बहुत डर लग जाता है। हम लोग भी डिसाइड कर नहीं पाते हैं, और डिसाइड करने से भी मैं डर जाता हूँ, मैं नहीं बुलाता हूँ। मैं हमेशा दुर्गा सर के साथ कांटेक्ट में, हम लोग दोनों बातें करते रहते हैं, क्या करें, कैसे लड़कों को बुलाएं। We are always concerned for you. We want that you should come. A lot of students are writing to us. सर हम लोग को बुलाइए सर, घर में पढ़ाई नहीं हो पा रहा है, वी आर किलिंग टाइम। ये जो इंगोले भैया वगैरह की बहुत काम आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहा है, उन लोग का टाइम स्केड्यूल है, जुलाई तक उन लोग को खत्म करना है। बहुत सारा पेपर डाउनलोड नहीं हो पा रहा है। देखो भैया मार्च से घर में बैठे हैं, कुछ काम नहीं कर पा रहे। तो आई एम कॉलिंग देबो भैया टू कम हियर बाय end of next week. So since March 13th he is at home. So कुछ प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो पा रहा है, पूरा ठप पड़ा है। तो ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स आर राइटिंग, सर हम लोग को बुलाइए प्लीज सर, हम लोग जाना चाहते हैं, वी विल बी केयरफुल, लेकिन हम लोग नहीं बुलाते हैं। वी गेट स्केयर्ड, कुछ थोड़ी सी कोई इन्फेक्टेड हो जाएगा, कैसे कैसे स्प्रेड हो जाएगा, यू नेवर नो। वंस यू ऑल सीट इन द मेस, टेक फूड टुगेदर, बहुत डर की बात है। तो वही देबो भैया वगैरह को बुलाऊंगा, उसका बाद इंगोले भैया को बुलाऊंगा, उसका बाद थोड़ा थोड़ा का बाद ये दिसंबर और विंटर में ज्यादा स्प्रेड होने की चांसेस है। यूएसए वगैरह में बहुत जगह में बहुत हाई स्पीड में स्प्रेड कर रहा है। टेक्सास, न्यू मैक्सिको, these are the two states heavily affected in this winter. वहाँ की प्रॉब्लम है, लोग बात मानते नहीं। यहाँ इंडिया में भी हुई, और वो वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में, कैन यू बिलीव 35%, around 35% use the mask in those Western countries, 35%, whereas in India, around 75% are nowadays using mask, even in villages in India. So things are spreading because of callousness, because of carelessness. Anyway, so हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं, डिसाइड कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कोई सोल्यूशन तुम लोग को बुलाने के लिए हम लोग को दिख नहीं रहा है। We are not able to visualize when we'll fix up the time to call you back to campus. We want, क्योंकि मैं ढीलापन देख रहा हूँ। आज शर्मा आया तो कल नहीं आया, यहाँ सब नहीं चलता है, ये सब स्टैंडर्ड कॉलेज में। अभी तक श्रीलेखा की लैपटॉप नहीं है। श्रीलेखा कैन यूज लैपटॉप, पढ़ाई तो डायरेक्ट होगा, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। लैब में तो जरूरी है, एलटीएसए के लिए कितना जरूरी, कल लास्ट वेडनेसडे को तुम लोग महसूस किए होंगे। इट वाज सो मच नेसेसरी टू यूज टू लर्न LTSA using laptop. It was so much necessary, and tomorrow you will see how it is very much necessary for the call of Petrinet, how it is very much necessary. Lekin she is not having a laptop till today. We are going to end our session, but anyway, there may be some genuine problem, I don't know. For every genuine problem, I have a belief that there is always a solution. I don't know up to what extent that is genuine, but she is not having. At least यहाँ पर होता तो she would have learned something in the lab. So these are the typical problems. यहाँ पर होती नहीं है. My class is 100%. इंगोले भैया वगैरह से बात करना, 100% attendance before 5 minutes. This is the type of culture we are having in our department. All are present before 5 minutes. यहाँ all से 99% होती नहीं है. So this type of culture is necessary. पढ़ाई की ग्रोथ के लिए culture जो कि मैं दिख रहा हूँ, the culture is affected because of the distance education. जो कि मैं भी चाहता हूं, लेकिन यहाँ जो कोरोना के लिए सब कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, ऑल sorts of problem. We are not able to build up the culture. Okay. My advice is go through the Caller Petrinet tool, try to install it, और आप जितना ही पूछोगे इंगोले भैया को, मैं उतना ही खुश होऊंगा. You identify your doubts, go on asking him. He's a really a good boy. और क्लास में उसकी परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा था last year. A really a good boy. So be in touch with him. And only how many? And Debo, you take the attendance. I
Yes,
think
sir. Three are absent.
18. 3 are absent. Sarma is absent.
Mahendra Sharma absent.
Hmm.
Mahendra Sharma absent. Then Siddharth Rautra absent.
अच्छा. कल आया, आज नहीं आया.
And another one,
उसका
sir,
माँ की तबीयत खराब है. जस्ट निर्मल.
Yes, sir.
Call Siddharth, why is remain. His mother is some sick or something like that. He has sent a mail. Just have a talk with him. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Have a talk with him. Okay.
and
Who else?
Kumar, sir. Akshay Kumar.
Huh?
Three are absent. Akshay Kumar.
अक्षय कुमार का क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ? घर में रहने से प्रॉब्लम, यहाँ चले आने से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. यहाँ चले आने से 99.9% प्रेजेंट. Anyway, we'll be meeting tomorrow. Okay. Bye, children. Bye, students. Bye.